What's up, YouTube? It's Chat with Bree podcast, where we keep it real, raw cuts, and relatable. And for today's episode, as you can clearly see by that title, honey, we are going to be talking about, do black women deserve to live a soft life? Do we? And we said. Before we get into anything, you guys, make sure to subscribe to my podcast. Give me a big fat thumbs up if you like this episode, of course, and chat in the comments, because I always chat back, and that's just on period. Y'all, we just gonna dive in. Y'all know how we do, because there has been this huge debate, this huge, conversation of whether or not you're in your soft girl era or if you're living a soft life. And it's just like, there's no era. There's no I'm in my soft girl era. You should be living a soft life overall. Ultimately, I personally believe all women deserve to live a soft life. But there's just been this very, 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 very high demand for women, black women per se, to really start to, tap into their softness. Really. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you where that's coming from. That's coming from black women taking on too much of the masculine role. And why are they doing that? Because there are some black men who are not living up to the standard of what a man should live up to. And those basic standards are provide, lead, protect. That's it. That's it. And so that is one of the reasons. There's plenty other reasons, but that is one of the main reasons women are tapping into their soft girl era, because they are tired. They are tired of taking on such a masculine role. But at the same time, life is about choices. And speaking of choices, let's just talk about Summer Walker's EP that released. Child, and we said she has a song called Hard Life. And hear me out, I am a Summer Walker fan. But one thing about it, and two things for sure, I'm going to be honest. So in her song called Hard Life, she's basically saying how man is requesting of her to be more soft. But he's requesting of her to be more soft, but he's giving her a hard life. And it's like, make it make sense, right? You want me to be more soft, want me to be more kind, but you're not allowing me to do that. And it's like, that's where things change a bit. Because nobody should be able to pull you out of your character. If you're soft, you're just naturally soft. Period. Now, I know we all have those balances, masculine and feminine, but one should not outweigh the other. And if you feel like one is starting to outweigh the other, then you really need to reevaluate your life and your decisions. So you can't, it's like black women, right? You know what I'm saying? Let's just talk real quick. In particular, if you want to bask in your soft girl era and your soft girl energy, tap into yourself. Learn yourself. Do not depend on someone to give you that life. That's not how it works. Because the song is so catchy, right? Her song Hard Life. It's so catchy. But then going towards the end of the song, I must say, I was a little caught off guard by her personal viewpoint. Because it is her song and it is her feelings and she is entitled to it. But she said she's tired of seeing these white bitches, Spanish bitches, living their soft life, bills paid, basically with a man who knows how to lead. And it's like, well, damn. That took a turn. But it just goes to show that's her perception, and that's how some women perceive white women, Spanish women, that they just have a perfect life. There's no such thing as a perfect life. And so that, like, perception is really everything. And it's crazy that she feels that way. And it's not only just her. It's not only just her. There's a lot of women who feel like women of other cultures are living their soft life because of, I don't really even know where that concept came from. But I think we need to bring it back to reality. Yeah. Because there's another song on this EP. Like, I don't know. I'll have to say, and I'm just being 100% honest, and I love all Summer Walker's EPs, albums. But I'm actually very disappointed in this EP. I am very disappointed. Like, great voice, super talented as per usual. One thing about her voice gonna give regardless. But I don't know. You know what I mean? But then again, some of her songs could have been written from, I can't think of the second song that I'm talking about, but I'll make sure to drop it in the description below. Yeah, like one of the songs, child, like I can't even get it out, honey, because it's just all so very confusing. We should all bring it back to reality, because you want to live a soft life. You want to be in your soft girl era, but you're not really asking yourself, what are you attracting? What are you attracted to? Right? And I say all that to say, because in this second song, I honestly think the name of this song is called Pull Up, but don't quote me. I'll make sure to drop it in the description. But in the second song, before the guys get ready to leave, she's like, put your gun up and put your doobie out, or something like that. I think she's referring to his blunt or something like that. And she was like, and put your pants up. And she was like, stop, you a black man. First off, I'm gonna say this. You shouldn't even have to tell a man to put his pants up, to put his gun up, to basically not put himself in danger so he could be able to see you the next day. That shouldn't even be, you know what I'm saying? That shouldn't even come out your mouth. But that's your way of protecting black men or protecting our kings. It's like they need to be protecting themselves. Really. It's, you know, so it's just like, all I'm saying, ladies, you know, to my black queens, all I'm saying really is, you can live a soft life. You don't have to be of another culture to do just that. But you also need to realize that if you're attracted to hood men, that's what you're going to get. You're not going to get soft. You're going to get confusion, turmoil, distress. Not all the time, because you got some people that's just, you know, they was born in the hood, they was raised in the hood, and that's just, they got a hood demeanor, but they still be on a, you know, king-like status. But then you got some people who eat, breathe, sleep the streets. So if you're attracted to that, you cannot cry for a soft life. It's not happening, Bookie. And we said, at this point, let's make it make sense. That's what I mean by, like, I'm disappointed in this EP in particular by Summer Walker, because it's just like, I'm proud of her for learning as she navigated her way through different relationships. But like, it's just certain songs is just like, okay, you saying you want a soft life, but he giving you a hard life. And then you're also saying, in one of the verses, she's saying like, hold on, y'all, because I want to get these lyrics. Hold on. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I had to get the lyrics, sorry. So basically in a song, she's like, me and my black queens, and then she goes, I don't want to say all the lyrics because I don't know if it, you know, I ain't trying to get copyrighted. She's basically saying, when will her and women who look like her, black queens, get the love that they deserve? Get the love that we deserve. When? I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed because I feel like Summer's so much smarter than that, because it's just like, here's my thing. When will we get the love we deserve? I'll tell you when we'll get the love we deserve. We as Black women will get the love that we deserve when Black women start to love themselves, appreciate themselves, know their worth. Yeah. And that's not only Black women, that's all women, that's all people, that's man and woman, really. So it's not even like, it's not about when. You are the creator of your experience. I say this time and time again on my podcast, but it stays right at the surface. It needs to go beyond. When you start to see your own power, when you start to love yourself, that's when it's reciprocated in the physical. Okay? Like, at the same time, she's encouraging women at the end, you know, she's saying like, just stay strong, carry on, because, you know, life goes on. So you should stay strong. But it's just like, at the same time, you're like, damn, when are we gonna get the chance to live a soft life and, you know, and have our bills paid and have a man take care of us? And it's just like, when you see yourself as the queen as you are, that's when you do just that. And we said it. In a nutshell, do Black women deserve to live a soft life? Yes, absolutely, without a doubt. But first, you got to walk in your purpose. Okay? First, you got to make the conscious decision to move with intention and nothing but intent. Child, there's another song. There's another song on the album. It's 3 songs so far on this album that got me like, girl. This one as well, I forgot, but I'm going to make sure I put it in the description. In this song, she says, you know, she's talking in the beginning of the song, and she said, you know, I notice in a lot of my relationships, I tend to make people crumble. And basically, she's saying like, you know, they was never whole in the beginning, so of course they were bound to shatter. But she also says, you know, typically men would probably meet her doing some ratchet shit in a ratchet ass setting or whatever. She said, hell, they might have, you know, had sex on the first night, right? She said, but at the end of all that ghetto shit, end quote, because that's literally what she said, at the end of all that ghetto shit, we're gonna have balance, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. We're gonna have balance. And it's like, in my opinion, that's not how it works. Like, pick a struggle. I'm not saying you can't have fun and do ratchet shit with your friends. I'm not saying that. But just what I am saying though is what you introduce is the standard you already set. Period. No shade, no judgment to the girls that have sex on the first night, because it is what it is, boo. It is what it is. But you need to know in your mind that this may or may not go but so far, because I already set this as my standard. So it's like, you can't expect after all that ghetto shit for there to be peace, for someone to, you know, move when you move just like that. Like, it don't work like that. You can't expect for someone to say, okay, now let's be civilized. I know we just, you know, was all that, doing all that ratchet shit and living our best life, but now it's time to be civilized. No, you can't expect people to have that switch like that. Now, although it might be easy for Summer to do that, and me as well. I could go out and have a good time, a grand time with my friends. But when I come back, just know it's back to business. It's time to work. It's time to get things done. You know what I mean? I could have that, but everybody don't have that same mindset. So you got to be conscious when you're dealing with these men. Summer, Walker, Black queens, women in general, be conscious of what you're introducing, because what you're introducing is the standard you're setting. And that's just that on that. And we said, so y'all don't have to agree. I ain't say you have to agree now. I ain't say you gotta like me, okay? But don't shoot the messenger. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to give me a big fat thumbs up. Subscribe to my podcast. We are on the road to 300 subscribers. And chat in the comments, because I'll always chat back. Stay tuned for the next episode. Toodaloo.